Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing a showcase video on the 7th year anniversary LR God Goku and Vegeta. Now, I know this guy came out a couple months ago on Global, so it might be kind of odd that I'm doing like a 200% revisit video on him already, but he has been out for almost a year now on JP, so I am curious to see if he's aged at all or if he's just still as good and still one of the top 10 units in the game, even currently. Just off the top of my head, I would think this guy's still at least a top 10 unit, right? I mean, he still has some of the best just overall kit in the game. Just the things him and then the counterpart to him, the physical Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, the things that they are doing is just crazy. So yeah, I figured we could revisit him, take him in the Legendary Vegeta event, obviously on his own full 200% leader skill. We got a lot of support right here. We're going to be having a lot of links active. Of course, we're bringing the God Goku to kind of run him next to because he orb changes for him, and they just share majority links. So for sure, I think this is a pretty good team from and all that. So yeah, before we get into his kit though, just make sure you guys like and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. It really does mean a lot to me, so thank you for that. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So starting off with his leader skill, he has Power Beyond Super Saiyan or Movie Heroes category Ki +3 and HP attack and defense plus 170%. And then an additional attack and defense an additional HP attack and defense for 30% for characters who belong in the Kamehameha category. So this is probably one of the best leaders in the game. The fact that he leads Movie Heroes and Power Beyond Super Saiyan is just crazy. And then a lot of people on Power Beyond Super Saiyan and Movie Heroes are also in the Kamehameha category. So I think his 200% there is really good. So for sure an amazing category. Even if you've been playing for a while, you're still going to use this guy as a lead. So for his super attack effects, on his 12 key, he raises attack and defense, causes colossal damage to enemy. So that's an infinite stack of 20% attack and defense. Because keep in mind, if they are stacking attack and defense, it's only a 20% buff instead of a 30% if they were just stacking defense. And then he has the same thing on his 18 key, where he raises attack and defense and causes mega colossal damage to enemies. So pretty good super attack effects right there. The stacking is great, and the fact that he gets all these additionals too, it just helps him stack quicker. So alright, so starting off with his passive skill, we have activates the entrance animation upon entry, once only, guards all attacks for 1 turn from start of turn, plus an additional Ki +1 per type key sphere obtained, and attack and defense plus 77% for 7 turns from start of turn, and then attack and defense plus 120%, an additional Ki +1 per type key sphere obtained, chance of performing a critical hit plus 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained, launches a guaranteed additional super attack when Ki is 20 or more, and then attacks effective against all types when Ki is 24. So the guaranteed additional is great. The attacks effective against all types is great. The crit chance is great. The additional key is great. All the additional attack and defense is great. And the guard for the first turn is great. I mean, there's just so much about this that's just great. I mean, the fact that he has built-in attacks effective against all types, he has built-in additionals, and then he also has built-in crit and built-in guard, and he's stacking. Like, there's just so much this guy is doing that just makes him crazy. I know maybe some more modern units now are just straight up better than this guy, but you still have to admit, this guy is a beast and is crazy, so pretty good passive right there. But moving on to his active skill condition, it can be activated starting from the 4th turn from start of battle, so that is obviously a very good condition. The fact that you only have to wait till turn 4, there's no HP restriction, there's no like, you have to receive a certain amount of attacks or do a certain amount of attacks. It's just straight up turn 4 and then you got it. That's a very, very good condition right there. And also the fact that when he transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, or when these guys transform into Super Saiyan Blue, you can pop their active skill immediately, turn 1. So unlike the 5th year anniversary LRs where you have to wait a turn when you transform and then you can do their active skill, they can just immediately do it right off the bat. So for sure, very good. But before we get into their transformed stats and all that, or passive, I do want to go over their links and categories really quick. So as far as links go, this guy has a very good link set. Only stuff like Warrior Gods and Godly Power kind of drag him down. But even these links are good. It's just less people have them. So, I mean, actually, a lot of people still have like Godly Power. A lot of the UI Gokus, obviously a lot of the Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegetas have it. Which you will be running them fairly often with the with this God Goku and Vegeta. So I don't necessarily see you struggling to get this link active. And also some Dragon Ball superhero units have this. So like, or the Dragon Ball heroes, I should say. So like, just crossover units. You know, you got the God Trunks right here. You got some of the villains from heroes. And then, yeah, so I mean, I for sure think it's just a good link. But I mean, maybe you'll struggle to get that activated more than stuff like Kamehameha or Prepare for Battle or Super Saiyan. And then Warrior Gods is a pretty good link as well. Again, a lot of the God Goku and Vegetas have this, so I mean, I don't necessarily know if you'll struggle to get it, but it just depends on what team you run him on. And then he has, like, when it comes to categories, he's got Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Movie Heroes, Pure Saiyans, Realm of Gods, Bond of Parent and Child, Fuse Fighters, Time Limit, and just all these links that make him great, or all these categories that make him great, so I won't even go into that. His categories are just amazing, and his link set is still very, very good. So moving on to his transform state, his super attack effects, they change completely. So on his 12 key, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy, so that's a 50% attack and defense raise. And then on his 18 key, he massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. And he also disables enemy's action within the turn. So basically he just gets rid of the next attack that the enemy is doing. But he is getting that 100% attack and defense buff, which that's a very, very big buff, obviously. So that's really good. And then with his passive, he gets attack and defense plus 177% at start of turn. And then he gets an additional key plus 2 per type key sphere obtained. Chance of performing a critical hit and chance of evading enemy's attack plus 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained. And then attacks effective against all types when key is 16 or more. And then he launches an additional super attack when key is 20 or more. And then he has a medium chance of performing a critical hit. And then medium chance of evading enemy's attack. So there's a lot to just unpack right here. He has the effective against all types. He has the guaranteed additional. He has the built-in crit. He has the built-in dodge, which the crit and dodge just go up exponentially once you start getting those rainbow orbs. So for sure, very good right there. He's getting all that extra key, and then he starts off with a pretty big attack buff, right? 177% is a big deal. And then also, I mean, he's greatly raising on 12 key and massively raising on 18 key. So just a lot of stats overall with this guy. So very good right there. Just from that alone, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. And then on his active skill effect, now keep in mind, again, this can be activated the instant you transform as long as the condition is fulfilled. So it can be activated when HP is 50% or less, or when facing one enemy whose HP is 50% or less. So pretty simple right there. Not the worst active skill either. I mean, this is fairly common, right? And then the effect is that it causes ultimate damage to enemy within the turn, and all attacks become critical hits. So pretty good effect right there. This is obviously going to do a lot of damage, especially with all the stacks you're getting from them pre-transformed. Because keep in mind, you keep all the attack and defense you get previously stacked up when they transform. So pretty good, honestly, right there. I gotta say, I think these guys are probably still going to be one of the best units in the game when transformed. And yeah, with all that said, let's just hop into the Legendary Vegeta event and see how good they can look. Okay, guys, so we are here in the Legendary Vegeta event. We got a very good opening rotation for him. We're going to have 5 out of 7 links active. And, I mean, of course, all level 10 links. So these are all the max kind of stats they could be at. And we got a good amount of support, too. So turn 1, we're at 239k defense, which keep in mind he's guarding right here. And then after we get the 2 super attacks, or the 2 attack and defense buffs from our super attack, we should be looking at like 300 and like, what, 50, 60-ish K? We should be pushing 400k defense, and almost 400k defense with guard turn 1 that's good. That's for sure very good. So, all right, yeah. So we can get full 24 key right there with all that. I actually don't think we're gonna get the 2 super attacks off. I think we're only gonna get 1 because we're just gonna do too much damage with the first one. So yeah. But I mean, this God Goku, he shouldn't like do too much damage here and kill, right? Okay, yeah, we didn't even get a crit. So. Alright, so first attack, we are looking at a 7.18 million attack stat. Keep in mind, this is super effective against all types, and I believe we did pick up some Rainbow Key Spheres, so we did have a chance to crit right here, which we did not get, but still, a very good opening rotation for them. 7.1, super effective against all types, and we had a guaranteed additional coming. Come on, that's good. So yeah, so second rotation right here, we're only going to have 2 out of 7 links active, so a little bit of a drop-off, but we are at a lot more support right here because we got it from the Krillin and the Gohan. And we're at 270 or 241k defense, not 270. But after super attack, we're gonna be way, way above 270. Post super attack, we should be a little under 350k, right? So for sure, pretty good right there. I gotta say, I mean, considering this isn't like a good turn with them with links or anything, and we're still getting that much defense, that's pretty good. So. Alright, so look at this. Only 5 key spheres, and we're at a 23 key super attack. So that's pretty good. Unfortunately, we're not going to be super effective against all types right here. But just keep in mind, we could be if we just got that one extra key. So yeah. But then after this Krillin does this, then we'll get to see their attack stat. And they're still going to be doing a lot of damage, right? Because they have that guaranteed additional. And they have, I think, some crit chance because we did pick up one Rainbow Key Sphere. So, all right, so 7.4. So, I mean, still pretty good, I got to say, considering we have a guaranteed additional incoming and we're stacking. So, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. We're stacking too, right? So, we're going to be able to just get higher and higher attack stats throughout the video, depending on how many super attacks we get. But because we're getting so many super attacks, we're getting at least 2 every turn, we're just going to be doing a lot of damage, and it's just going to be racking up really quickly. So yeah. I guess it is nice, though, because we are running him as the lead, so we have a rotation with him here, and then immediately in the next rotation, we have another turn with the God Goku and Vegeta on him, instead of it being just a, like, he's just on one rotation, and we gotta wait. But this is a much better rotation right here. We have 6 out of 7 links active instead, and we can transform, but I'm just gonna wait just a couple of turns to transform with them, just so we can, get their attack and defense kind of stacked up a little bit. Because, like I said earlier in the video, that does carry over into their transformation, or just when they transform, so. Okay, so unfortunately, we're only going to have 5 out of 7 links because I can't get Legendary Power active because this guy's probably going to kill in slot 1. But we're at 287k defense, so we did lose the guard, so that does kind of suck, but we are still stacking and all that, so I still think this is a pretty good rotation. Okay, we're going to be at full 24 key. We got 3 Rainbow Key Spheres right here, so we are going to be at a 21% chance to crit. And we have the super effective against all types. We got the guaranteed additional incoming. We pretty much got everything, so let's see what he's looking at. Okay, 7.4 again. That's still very good. I mean, we lost all our offensive support because right here we only have defensive support. And, I mean, 7.4 still is, that's pretty good, right? So pretty impressive considering we had a guaranteed additional incoming and super effective against all types. This is a pretty good rotation as well. We're going to have a lot of defensive support. We got a good amount of links active, and we do have some defensive support as well. So, okay, so 364k defense. That's pretty good because then post super attack, we're going to be well over 400k defense. I think we're even going to be approaching 500k. So even without the guard, that is still very, very good. So, Okay, so unfortunately, we're not able to get the super effective against all types because we're not at 24 key, but we still got 4 Rainbow Key Spheres, so we have a 28% chance to crit right here, and we have a guaranteed additional incoming after this, and we're at 7.5, so still very good. I mean, I gotta say, just think about it. This could be super effective against all types, have a 28% chance to crit, which we got active, and we had a guaranteed additional right here for 5 million. So, like, the amount of damage this guy is doing is still crazy. And these super attack animations look very good as well. I mean, for sure an anniversary-worthy unit. These are just some good animations. So we did get the 3rd super attack right there. So, I think I'm gonna let one turn pass just with the other God Goku and Vegeta. And then after this rotation, we're gonna transform with them to see what they're looking like because the other one has stacked a lot more than this guy, but. Right here, we're at 326k defense, so we do got some support from this Gohan in slot 3 right here. And, okay, so we can still get 24 key. I wanted to get his 12 key just to get it in the video, see how much damage it could do. I know we got the 12 key from additionals, but that was with the attacking defense from the first super attack and all that. So I wanted to see how much damage it would do just by itself, so. But still a good rotation right here. We are looking at a 8.6 million attack stat. So a big jump up. I'm pretty sure that's because we got a little bit extra support and all the stacks we've gotten, of course. And we did crit for 6.4 million damage. And we got the additional for 5.6. So, yeah, that's some pretty crazy damage, I gotta say. Okay, so on this rotation right here, we're going to transform with him. So, yeah, let me make sure I have the skip off. Because I don't want to skip this, because this is a really good looking animation. Okay, so skip active skill off. Perfect. Okay, so I do have it off. Defensively, we're up there defensively, but we have like 100% defensive support, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, let's see what this is looking like. Ooh, I forgot they even got like the green aura right there from the movie, of course. So you can tell this is just like straight out of the movie. Pretty clean, pretty clean. I like it. I do find it a bit odd that they didn't make this guy a Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta fusing into Gogeta, because obviously that's what they did with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta fusing into the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So I feel like it would have made more sense just to have them kind of match like that to where they both fuse into Gogetas, but I mean, I'm not complaining. This is still a crazy hype unit. And yeah. So right here we're going to be at, I'm actually going to do this just because I don't want this Vegeta right here to die. So we're going to have 5 out of 7 links active. We're only missing Kamehameha and Godly Power. And, okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know 500k defense is like, yeah, he was at that before he transformed. But remember, he is getting 100% attack and defense on Super Attack. Not only that, he's getting a guaranteed extra 50% attack and defense on Super Attack. So, right here, we're over 1,000,000 defense. Turn 7, over 1,000,000 defense. That's nuts. Over 1,000,000 defense. We're not even just like a little bit over 1,000,000 defense. We're at 1.5 million defense. Only with 2 super attacks. If we get a third one, we're going to be close to 2 million defense. So that would basically be tanking. I mean, he would even be able to tank Cell Max right here. But of course, this is a very good rotation because we have so much support. But I mean, dude. Over 1,000,000 defense? Like, what? So he has over 1,000,000 defense. He has a guaranteed 30% chance to dodge. And of course that racks up with the more Rainbow Key Spheres you get. And then he also has that crit chance just built in, the 30% chance. And then the crit chance racks up too with the Rainbow Key Spheres. But we're at an 8.7 million attack stat. Super effective against all types. Guaranteed additional. And this animation is sick as hell. So like, you know, there's that. I mean... And he was nullifying the enemy's action. Oh my god. I shouldn't have done a showcase on this guy. I should have just done a showcase on someone who needs to be revisited because this guy is still too good. He has not aged at all. This is crazy. And then, yeah, we're getting the dodges in. I mean, again, I know it was kind of a really good rotation for him, but, like, he could still be up here in defense, or up where he is right now in defense, even in a normal rotation. So, look at this. Right here, we only have 30% support. And we're still at 400k defense pre-transformed. So we already showed it, so I'm going to go ahead and just skip this. So we're going to do that. And then what are we looking at defensively? So right here we have... Oh, actually, I want to play that after, so I'll turn that back off. But yeah, right here we're going to be at 5 out of 7 links again. So we are missing Kamehameha and Legendary Power, which is like... What is that? That's almost 50% attack just off links. And... defensively, we're still at 380k defense. So after that first super attack, that's going to put us at like... Well, wait, after 2 super attacks, yeah, because we're getting 2 additionals, we're still going to be over 1,000,000 defense right here, right? So, I mean, that's still very good. And we don't have that much support right here. So that goes to show, even without like crazy support, you could still get over 1,000,000 defense pretty easily. So I got to say... pretty crazy right there, but let's see what the active skill is looking like. And keep in mind, this is a guaranteed crit. And all attacks after this are guaranteed crits, so... yeah. And this looks pretty good, too, in and of itself. Like, this looks clean as hell. I can't wait till we get a standalone, just LR Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta with, like, an LR Full Power Broly from this movie. 9 million crit. And look at that KO screen. You can't tell me this unit is not good. Like, this guy is crazy. So, okay, so we got another rotation right here. A very good rotation. 483k defense. So, post super attack, we're going to be almost at 1,000,000 defense. And then after we get that second super attack, we're going to be well over 1,000,000 defense. So, we got a little bit of offensive support right here. So, I'm going to go ahead and just leave him in, I'm going to leave him in slot 1. I'm going to leave this guy in slot 1. I'm going to put him in slot 2. So only 4 key spheres right here. Granted, they are tech, but it still gets us up to 24 key because he gets so much key per key sphere obtained. So it's really easy to just get that 18 key with this guy. which is obviously just great. So we'll do this rotation, and then I think I'm going to cut to a separate run where I've stacked up more with the God, Goku, and Vegeta and see how much damage we can do when we transform with all those stacks. So 8.8 right there, super effective against all types, 30% chance to crit. We're nullifying an enemy's attack. We have the guaranteed additional. Because we get the guaranteed additional, we have a higher chance to do the hidden potential additional. So then we could do that. And then with that hidden potential additional, we get another 50% attack and defense. I could just go on forever and ever. This guy is just crazy. So, alright, though, with all that shown, I'm going to go ahead and cut to when we are in a separate run and we have more stacks with the God, Goku, and Vegeta. Okay, guys, so we are back in the Legendary Vegeta event. We are on turn 14, so obviously we've stacked up a lot. We are at 534k defense, which, I mean, I know that probably doesn't look like crazy because we were already at that at one point in this video. But keep in mind that we have gotten a lot of just attack stats and all that, or stacks. So offensively, we're going to be looking a lot better than we were on that previous rotation because we were only high on defense that one turn because we had the support. And we do have a lot of support right here as well, but I mean, look at that. We're at 639k defense. So post super attack, we're going to be at 1,200k defense. And then after we get the guaranteed additional after that, we're going to be at 1,900k defense basically. So we're going to be at almost 2 million defense right here after we get our super attacks off, just off of the first two. Not even if we get a third one. If we get a third one, we're going to be like, oh my god, defensively, we're going to be almost at 300k defense, which is crazy to think about. Or not 300k, 3 million defense, 300k. He's way past 300k defense, I'll tell you that. So, so yeah, we're looking crazy right here. I'm curious to see what attacks that he could get to. We are taking a super attack right here, but it's okay. We got very high defense and we got type advantage. So yeah, double digits, but we did get our defense loaded right there, which does kind of suck. But we're at 9.56, super effective against all types, and a guaranteed additional. So, I mean, come on, that's crazy. Like, and we're nullifying an attack, and we got the crit off, and a 6.8 million additional. Like, come on. This guy is just insane. I mean, he has not aged at all. I will say that. To answer the question of the title of the video, no, he has not aged. He is great. And I hope soon I get to, or I will soon after all the Heroes stuff comes out and I do videos on the Heroes stuff. I will do a video on the physical Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, the counterpart to this guy, to see if he's, I mean, aged as well, because they are very similar, but they do actually have some differences in their passives. For instance, the Gogeta can actually counter super attacks, and the amount of damage that that can do can make a pretty big difference between the amount of damage that this guy and the Gogeta is doing. So yeah. So pretty much same thing right here. Just pop that. Defensively, we are at... Whoa, we're even higher defensively. Well, it's because we got the support from the Great Saiyaman 1 or 2, or 1 and 2. But we're at 723k defense. So after that first super attack, we're going to be at 1,400k defense. And then after the guaranteed additional, we're going to be over 2 million defense. Okay. I mean, what is there to say? There's nothing to say. Just, like, I don't... Let's just see his attack stat, man. Let's just see what this guy's attack stat is, because, I mean, I'm speechless. I mean, what is there to say? Like, yeah, he's nuts. He's crazy. He's still a top 10 unit in the game for sure. Like, for sure. And he's got a lot of good partners, too. Like, he works good with the Carnival LR Goku as well, which helps this guy a lot because I wouldn't say he's a slot 2 unit, but for sure he's better in slot 2. 10.9. But he's better in slot 2 because he gets that massively increase on defense on 18 key, and then he gets the greatly raising defense on 12 key, and he gets that guaranteed additional 12 key. So I would say for sure the difference between his defense start of turn and post super attack is for sure huge. So having the Carnival LR Goku in slot 1 and then this guy in slot 2, I think is probably an insane rotation. And just the fact that you can do that is, it's just crazy. So yeah, that has been the video though. Let me know what you guys think of this guy down in the comments. Let me know if there's any other units you want me to do 200% videos on, or just videos to revisit. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one.